Hey, welcome back to gggaming. So here we are. This is the big one. The trade system in Pokemon TCG Pocket has been completely overhauled. It's brand new. There's great new features with the wish list, all of it. We're going to cover this thing top to bottom, show you exactly where everything is, how to do it, how to fully take advantage of it to get the cards that you really, really want in trades, because it's awesome. And they actually did a pretty decent job with it. Let's do it. All right, first let's quickly jump into the actual revisions to the trade update as well as the wish list, and then we're going to show you where all of this stuff is and how to build it. All right, so revisions to trade feature. There's two different news posts in the news as well. So trade tokens have been completely discontinued. Amen. Those things were terrible, utter atrocious concept that they added to the game. It was nothing but a money grab from day one. And it was impossible to use it. You couldn't trade hardly anything without running out of trade tokens. So really, really cool. Added that, and then not added, completely got rid of that. Still, though, you can only trade the 3, 4, and star rarity. So up through star rarity, which is your full arts, and then your basic EXs at the 4 diamonds, etc. And lower, you can trade all of those cards. Shinedust will be required for the 3, 4 diamond and then the 1 star level. Take a look at that, what that is, how to check your Shinedust levels, all that stuff. I'm going to cover it in this video. And then now also the wish list, of course, major improvements there. Let's take a look at the news post for wish list real quick. We are going to cover this. There are 2 places that I've seen that you can find your wish list, so I'm going to show you how to get to those because they're not the most intuitive. So that's one part that they still need to fix. But here's the big parts of it. You can add up to 20 cards to your wish list. Three of those cards can be showcased or kind of favorited to the top. I'm going to show you where that is, how that is, and even what it looks like when your friends look at your account to see the trade feature. I do want to see a little bit more in this game around randomly trading with other people, which would be really cool. I don't see that yet, so that's probably coming in a future update. Right now, it only appears that we can trade with our friends still, instead of just kind of the wider global community. But that's all right. I'm going to do it. So covered that. Let's jump into the wish list, kind of where that is, what the set is there. Then we'll talk about how to actually do a trade. All right. And all that fun stuff. So first and foremost, we want to jump into a trade. Want to make a trade, want to do any of that, people need to know what we want. So in order for them to know what we want, we need to build our wish list. All right. I've already kind of set my wish list. One thing I will say, there's 2 ways to get to it. One, click your profile icon like I just did there. Scroll down. Now there is a wish list feature right here. You'll notice there are 3 grayed out cards on my wish list. What does that mean? Well, that means I do not have those. I do not have Dragonite, Eevee, or Dugtrio EX. So I want those, and I put those at the top of my list in my favorited or showcased, so that they appear to my friends. And I'm going to show you what that looks like here shortly when we actually go to do the trade. All right. Change those. When you go click on this, you're going to see 3 empty slots, and you just click on them. So I'll just click on the Dragonite. It opens it up. And here's some other cards that I have in my wish list right now. This is one of the 2 ways that you can get to your wish list currently that I know of. Please let me know down in the comments if I'm completely wrong and there's something else I do not see on how to access your full wish list. This is one of the 2 ways. We're going to cover the second one here in a second. So these 3 cards, but let's say, nope, I actually don't care about Dugtrio. Let's add Solgaleo up there. The reason that card is colored and the others are not is because I actually do have the Solgaleo in my card decks. I have 1 of those, but hey, I would love to have 2. So I'll go ahead and add that in there, and that'll be a showcase card. Does that mean your friends can only see those 3? No, they can actually access your wish list and see all of the cards you have listed, but these are the 3 that show right up on the line, and I'm going to show you what those look like here in a second. Let's go and put Dugtrio back, close out of that, close backwards. Now let's go take a look at our card list and see the second way to see and to kind of begin to build our wish list, because you notice on the previous one that was just the wish list. But how do I build it? How do I add cards to the wish list? Here we go. All right, so from this screen, if you want to get cards that you don't have, which is kind of what you want to do, make sure you click this little checkbox right here. This little thing that I'm clicking that's going back and forth up there kind of at the top. Click that. that opens up all of the cards that you do not have in your binder. So you see Wisdom and Sky, it's all blank because I don't have anything yet. We haven't opened any of those. Let's click that. Now let's go filter this thing. Click the little search hourglass, and let's say I want to see just my EXs that I don't have. So I'm going to do the 4 diamonds, and you can of course use this any way you want. And then I'm going to go down to don't need to click either of these, but these little card decks view options are really good. In other words, if for the 1-star and higher and promo cards are not tradable anyway, but this is the good, this shows you, expands your view. Otherwise, normally it would hide these just to kind of keep the spoilers down. But you can check that box for the 1-star or higher because you can trade 1-star cards. So this will show you those as well. It's irrelevant for what we just picked because we're doing the 4 diamonds, but I'll leave it checked anyway. So check that. And then there we go. So now we're flipped on expansion order. Let's flip the expansion order the other way. So we've got Genetic Apex first. So it looks like I am missing Starmie EX from Genetic Apex. Now, this is really, really easy to add it to your wish list. I want that Starmie. I click it. I see that I'm missing it. And then check out there in the upper right-hand corner, there's a little heart button for your wish list. Click that. Poof. It's on your wish list. You can add 20 cards to your wish list. All right. And then I'm going to show you in a second another way to see your wish list, because it's like, well, what cards are in my wish list? This is that part they need to fix. They need a nice clean button for wish list. And I'm even going to give you my opinion on where I think they should add it. Let's go add a couple more cards. Let's kind of scroll down through the rest of these. Looks like we're doing really well. Celestial Guardians, we're missing a few. So 23, Delmise EX, hit that wish list button. Awesome. 49, Crabominable, hit that one. I'm just going to scroll through these. We're missing Raichu, Alolan Raichu. We're missing Lunala. We'll add all these EXs because we're going to do it anyway. And then we'll go see what else. Back it up. That was it for that set. We're missing Dugtrio, which we've already added. And we've already added both the 2 from EV Growth. Okay, so every EX that I am missing in the game is now on my wish list. Sweet. How do we see it? What's another way to see it? We know we can see it from the homepage by hitting our character icon and going into our profile. I think right here on this screen, right next to binders, display boards, and decks, there needs to be a button for wish list. So Pokemon Company, if for some reason you see this with this little YouTube channel, do that. Put a button right there to get to that wish list. Otherwise, you're gonna have to use the sort and filter feature. So again, make sure you check this box first. If I leave it unchecked and I hit this button, and then I clear this thing real here, and there's a wish list option there. So cards in my wish list. I click OK. It's only going to show me 1 card. Why is it only showing me 1 card? Because that's the 1 card in my decks. You have to check that little button there. When you do that, it resets all your filters, by the way. That's another quality of life update they could fix. Now I'm going to go back and click cards in my wish list. And there you go. Now I can see my full comprehensive wish list of everything that I'm missing. It still shows blank spaces. I can't see the pictures because I actually don't own those cards, but I can at least click on them and see what they were. This is the only other way outside of going to your profile that I know right now you can access your wish list and see comprehensively what you put in it. All right. Your friends can definitely see it, etc. when they're coming to trade. But there you go. There's your 2 methods this way. And then over here on the actual homepage, we'll do it one more time. Click on my profile icon in the upper middle. Scroll on down to wish list. Click on one of these, and then there they are. This is the way that you get all the pictures at least. Now, if I want to remove cards on this screen, I can do that. You do see that remove cards icon in the upper right. Click on that guy, and then I can go ahead and take any of these out, etc., or remove all. But there you go. That is the 2 wish list options. Let's take a look at what's next. Take a look at my notes. How to build. Put the 3 showcase cards. We're going to show you what that looks like next, as well as actually doing the trade. So let's take a look at our media hub. Go into the trade section. If you go into your friends, you actually do not see. Let's do it. Let's click the friends button. Now see, I see all their icons or their little badges, if you will. Here, I don't see the cards. But if I go to the trade screen, I don't see those, and I will actually see their 3 showcase cards. I do have 1 friend so far. I look at all these. John, Frostbite, BT Dubs, Joker, etc. have not set up their wish list yet. I see nothing. Now, I scroll on down to this awesome friend right here. who, by the way, gives me likes every single day on my showcase. Thank you so much for that if you do watch my videos. Click on that. Well, I don't even click on it. I can see he wants the full art Vaporeon, Glaceon, and Espeon right there. Those are his 3 showcase items. So those are those 3 cards from your profile that you pick. So if he were to look at me, this is what he would see. He would see the 3 EXs. Now here's the deal. The trade system still works as it always has. You have to trade an equivalent card. So I cannot trade him a full art card that I have extra of for an EX. It doesn't work that way. If I were to offer him a trade for this, I'm going to need a full art card in return. So I'm going to want to add to my 3 primary cards at least 1 full art card that I don't have, maybe 2 when I'm offering this trade. So when he goes to review the trade, he can see in my wish list what I want, and then he has better options to be able to give me back the exact card I need. All right, so I can go here, I can hit the trade button, I can see exactly what he wants, what he's favorited. So he's favorited these 4 cards. He showcased 3 of them, but he's only favorited 4. He could favorite up to 20, and then I can be like, all right. And what I like about it is it shows how many I have. So I see I have 2 of the Vaporeons, I have 3 of the Espeons. So I totally could trade him an Espeon. I could click on that. It's going to cost 4,000 dust, shine dust. And we see that at the top right there in the upper middle. You see how much shine dust you do have. And click on that and show the total. It shows you what it is. I have 132,490 shine dust. We are going to cover how to trade in your other trade tokens here in a second. I almost forgot that, to get more shine dust, because they have made a temporary, by temporary, it's a full 365-day shop, full year, to trade in your trade tokens that you had left over for the shine dust. So we'll go do a little bit of that here to get more of those. Stick around. We can do this. I hit OK, puts it in the trade screen, and then this will send it off to him to allow to trade. Now the trade timer things here, whatever these are called, what recovery stamina, trade stamina tokens, those are still a thing. They're still in the game. You can only do so many trades a day, and then these of course do cycle based on how much time has passed, or you can use your little hourglasses like any of the other feature. I have 141 because I don't think I've ever used any of those. So you still have those. That mechanic is still in the game from a trade perspective. I would send this off to him or her, but the issue is here, they don't know what I want unless I go to my wish list and I showcase other full art cards that I want. So make sure you do that first before you propose a trade, so that the other person knows exactly what you want and they have some options. If I were to do this trade and say, I've got an Espeon I can send you, I would make sure I have 3 full art cards, 1-star cards on my showcase. So that gives him 3 good options to go ahead and review my wish list. At the very least, make sure they're in your wish list so that they understand what they can trade back. Otherwise, you're just going to get a blind card, just a random card back. If you're cool with that, great. That's another good way to get random stuff. But if you want things that actually help your card decks, make sure you're doing that. So it's really important to set up your wish list. Okay, let's talk about the shop, because that covers the trade. Let's go to the shop and take a look at this little temporary deal to where to get more shine dust and how to get rid of our trade tokens to date. So we'll go through limited time events. Right? No, where was it? Other. That's where it is. Other. So limited time events. Can you get to that from the main screen? Let's see. Still another? Still? Nope. So limited time events and other will get you to this. There you go. I have 5,000 leftover trade tokens from the other thing. If you never did any trades, odds are you got a lot more than that. You might have 20 or 30K, but we were doing a few trades here and there to try to finish some Pokedex stuff. So here's the biggest thing that you can get is the pack hourglasses. All right. There's a max on this. You can only get 60. So I'm going to do the full 60. We hit that button, little double arrow button, maxes out the 60, bulk purchase. So 60 trade tokens for 60 pack hourglasses. Yes, give me that. Done. There we go. You do have 365 days from when this went live, or 364 at this point, to do this. So if you're seeing this video sometime later this year for whatever reason, check it out, because I bet you still haven't done it. Shine dust times 1,000. We can, this is unlimited. So we can burn all of our stuff and get, what are we going to get? It's 4,000, I don't even know. So is it 4,900 more shine dust? You can do it individually, tens. Let's just go max, burn them all. 49,000 shine dust. There we go. Can't do our math right. And then we can do the rest of these. 5, done. And that's it. We are out of trade tokens. We've officially got rid of that thing out of the game Mechanics are gone, and we have gone up to 181,000 in shinedust. So cool. Gives us a lot of options to trade with. But I think that's it. I think we have covered everything. You are now a trade expert. You know what to do. Go set up those wish lists and set up those premier showcase cards, your favorites, whatever you want to call them, so that your friends know what to trade you. Looking forward to it. If you're on my friends list, go do it. So I can go do some trades with you and get some of these card decks updated. Other than that, hit that like button just because we went through this whole thing, and you can sub if you've not, and we'll see you in the next one.